Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am going to be brutally honest. I am really tired and I almost talked myself out of recording this episode. And it goes perfectly with what I want to share with you to help you create more self worth and self love. So I committed to doing an episode a week, recording an episode, and today's the day, and I'm tired and I'm worn out, and every part of me wanted to put it off until tomorrow. And I said, no, I honor the commitments that I make to myself. That is not always who I was. Let me tell you, if you aren't familiar with my story or how my life used to be, let me just sum it up for you real quick. I was a very depressed, overweight, inflamed, suicidal, alcoholic, mother of four, business owner, wife that was doing the best she could. And I felt like I was treading water all the time. And I hit my final rock bottom about 3.5 years ago. I tried to kill myself for the fourth time. And I'm so grateful for that bottom because everything changed. And now I get to live my dream. I'm sober and I'm getting to help women like you. If you're watching, this is probably not an accident. This is your sign that change is possible. And the goal of this channel is to inspire you, motivate you, hold space for you. I want you to feel seen and heard. And I want to share the tools that I share in my coaching program, but they are tools that I use daily that have radically transformed my life. So I didn't want to do it, but I showed up anyway because that's what I would tell my clients to do. And that's how I've gotten to a place of freedom and peace and self love. And honestly, I have my dream body now. My connection with my husband is amazing. My connection with my children is amazing. I've been in fitness for 24 years, but I look better now than I did in my 20s because I'm doing the mindset work. And so I'll dive more into that as you continue to watch future episodes. But, sometimes we push ourselves hard, and I'm no exception. But I really wanted to come on here and share a bit of my heart with you. Today, I want to share a little bit about why I started this channel in the first place. My mission has always been to help women, especially those navigating those tricky hormone changes that we all start experiencing around mid 30s, right? You almost feel like your body is not your body anymore. And we blame metabolism, we blame, our thyroid or hormones for why we can't lose weight or why, we're not sleeping well and or we're depressed or we're just not ourselves. And while that has a lot to do with it, you can reverse that with a healthy diet, exercise, maybe some hormone replacement therapy. But truly, once you transform your mind, your body will follow. And that's what I want to help you navigate through. So, it's tricky, but it's doable. And I want you to feel like the best version of yourself again, or maybe even better. I never felt like this before. So I'm tired. So I'm kind of may lose my flow a little bit, but I'm just being real with you. Um, I do have a 90-day coaching program, and most of my clients stay with me a year or longer. And I'm also doing a 30-day hormone reset. So if you're watching this, that starts February 9th. And if you want to find out a little bit more about that, it's a great way to try my coaching program. You can comment here on the YouTube channel below. You can comment reset or send me a private message on Facebook or Instagram, or even check out my website. So, one of the things I've learned on this journey from being a suicidal alcoholic and being severely depressed, but let me tell you, I still had a pretty good body. I was still working out every day. I was making really good money with my coaching business, but I was literally probably dying on the inside. And I've listened to a lot of personal development, and I really love what Lisa Nichols is all about. If you haven't listened to her, she's amazing. And she talks about self worth being so deeply connected to how we keep promises to ourselves, right? So our self-worth is connected to keeping the promises that you make to yourself. And when we say we're going to do something for our own growth, then we follow through. And that's a muscle that you can build over time. There's actually a place in your part of your brain called the AMCC that you grow by doing things when you don't feel like it, doing hard things, and following through with the commitments that you make to yourself. And that leads to self discipline, which is a form of self love, and trust and self worth. Okay, I'll dive more into that in future episodes. But I do want to share a practical little strategy for today that I do with my clients, because it's hard to say, oh, you just need to love yourself. You need to trust yourself. Because I know when I was in therapy and when I went to treatment, that sounded good and I believed it, but I had no idea how to do it. My husband always says the longest distance you'll ever travel is between your head and your heart. And I wanted to feel in my heart what I knew in my head. And if that's you, I want you to really hang on to this and I want you to put it into practice today. So, what you can do to start building integrity with yourself, which will lead to self worth and self love, is create a power promise. And a power promise is something very small, very simple, right? We don't want to start big. We want to start with something that, is doable and something that you can do even on your worst day. You may not feel like getting out of bed, but you can follow through with this power promise. Okay. It's one commitment that you're making to yourself that you're going to honor. Okay. It could be drinking a glass of water first thing in the morning, it could be making your bed. It could be 5 minutes of breath work before you start your day. It doesn't have to be huge, but by keeping that promise to yourself, you're reinforcing your own self worth and showing yourself that you matter. Okay. It might seem a little silly, but I'm telling you what I've done over time, over the last 3.5 years that I've been putting all of this into practice, and it's really brought out change like I never thought possible. Like I truly have peace of mind and, the life that I'm tired today. Yes, there's going to be things that are hard, but it's nothing like it used to be. I know for 100% sure that I am living my best life and I'm living a congruent life where if I'm telling my clients to do something, I am going to do that too. So start out with something small. And what'll happen is when you get that down and you're doing it just like it's part of your daily routine and you're doing it automatically, then you're going to build on that, right? So for me, I get up first thing in the morning, I brush my teeth, go to the bathroom, I come to the kitchen. No, I do a meditation. Now, I've been doing meditation for over 4 years, and I teach that in my coaching program, how to incorporate that. But when I first started, it was drinking electrolytes, okay? And if you're not drinking electrolytes, you need to. So I would just down a liter of electrolytes. I drink a lot of water, so that may be a little bit much, but just say one serving of electrolytes or one glass of water first thing in the morning before you do anything else. And then once you get that down, then you add something else and add something else. I get up now normally around 4 o'clock. I love getting up and I love my morning routine so much that I look forward to doing it. And I savor every moment and it puts me in a state of responding rather than reacting. So I know I'm kind of touching on a lot of different things, but this is what the purpose of this channel is for. I want to educate you, empower you, and teach you what I have done that has brought me to this place of radical transformation, stepping into the woman that God created me to be. Okay. So I want you to give that a try this week, and I want you to let me know how it goes. I would love to hear from you in the comments. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you stuck through with me through this video where I'm a little bit tired. You can see I'm kind of all over the place with my words, but I'm not perfect either. But I'm showing up because I know somebody needs to hear that they're not alone and that there is hope. If you like what you're seeing, I would love for you to share, like, subscribe, comment. I'm on a mission to help as many people as I possibly can. There is hope, and I want to leave you with this: do the power promise. It works. And also, I want to encourage you to be open to everything and attached to nothing. Okay. We tend to be set in our ways. And when you are open to new ideas, growth can happen. And I want you to also, I love this Wayne Dyer quote: when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. You have everything inside of you to be the woman that you were created to be: happy, joyous, and free. Have a great day. Love y'all.